They're saying it's 3 minutes to go, so it's going to be this fine. It's going to be really good because we could see the two medalists or the three medalists for the 2020 C2 1000s. What I'm talking about is the FUKSAs are planning on going together. We have BRENDEL and VANDREY, who are the reigning Olympic champions. IANCHUK and MISHCHUK, who came third in Brazil. We're missing the Brazilians.
Yeah,
but
we're
it's
missing the Brazilians. They
going
will come
forward.
to second.
Talked to BRENDEL yesterday, and he said he's certainly planning on. He said it's very, very tight competition, so nothing's taken for granted. But if everything goes to plan, he'd go to Tokyo. And they're talking to the coaching team from Czech Republic and the two brothers, Junior in the front, so Petr and Martin in the back. They're hoping to go to Tokyo, so it could be a lot. It's good fun to see. Here we go. Here's BRENDEL. He was light boat yesterday, 20 grams light. I think he was philosophical about it.
Yeah, the problem is that the sun is shining on your boat, and the boat, if it's outside, it starts to get lighter. So, yeah.
Anyway, if it's 1 gram or 1 kilogram, it makes no difference. It's a technical error. He'll move on. And we do have Portugal coming into it, Lopes VIEIRA. MISHCHUK. They came second in the 1,000 meters yesterday.
The Hungarian crew, Paul, SARUDI, Ádám, FEKETE.
There's massive strength.
Yeah,
depth of
the
strength
canoes
in there.
look really strong. You can see the upper body looks really, really strong and fit.
Well, Helder Silva, we saw him on the podium a few minutes ago, and Nuno Silva, who's same club but not same family, clearly the same surname. So he's good to be back in. Sergio Diaz, who stepped up and took a medal yesterday. I think 2 medals yesterday. And then we do have BERNARDEZ. So 1 minute to go. We're hearing from the starters. Come the starters moving around. So it's going to be great. It'll be interesting to see how Petr FUKSA steps up for the first time.
Yeah.
It's his first international outing.
It's good to have your brother in the boat then. More experienced brother.
We'll find out, I guess. Unless they start battling, it certainly works for the Tarnowskis. For Moldova, they had a great win last year. I suppose it comes down to understanding, and if you can understand your brother. But as it's well documented, the FUKSAs are a very dynamic paddling family. Look at the wind there; it's quite strong, isn't it?
Strong backwind.
That's great. You have very fast time. So lanes 1 are the Czechs. Lane 2, Sebastian, BRENDEL, Jan VANDREY, the reigning Olympic champions. Sebastian BRENDEL had 4 months off just to relax and come back into it. And we were speaking to him a couple of days ago. He said very much case he had the strength but needs the stamina. But Spain on the bottom of your picture in lane number 9, they've come off to a cracking start. Here in your picture in lane number 5, we are looking at the Ukrainians who came away with victory second yesterday. But as always, it's Helder Silva who only knows how to go fast. With his compatriot Nuno Silva is taking that. He's done this in the last couple of races and didn't manage to hold on last time. He was leading until the 250 mark in the 1000. Let's see how he does in the 500. Top of your picture, it is FUKSAs are leading BRENDEL. So it's very much a case of the action is in the near lanes, and it is the young Spaniards, but very much all in a line with Portugal. We'd be surprised if they can keep on to it, but let's hope they do for their sake. BRENDEL at the moment sitting back in 4th place with the FUKSAs looking to do something strong at the top of your picture. I'm not sure the wind's going to come into it because it looks like it's quite a good tailwind, but on the overheads you can certainly see Portugal are leading at this stage.
And on lane 7 the Portuguese still in front.
But look now, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Ukraine, who have the more experience, they won the Duisburg last year. They're really looking to come through.
Germany and Czech Republic coming up now. Wow.
And also, look at the top of your picture. It looks like they're making a move, but so far the action is going to be with Spain are coming in at the last minute. So it's going to be, is it Ukraine and Spain? BRENDEL's coming past. It's the closest we've seen all day, but Ukraine are going to hand off from Germany and Spain. Well, they're putting their hands up in the air. They've have some good victories in the last couple of years. And BRENDEL put in a flying last 50 metres. he said he wanted to work hard. This year was going to be more relaxed, and he's really trying to peak in August for the World Championships in Rechicha. Hey boys are breathing heavily, all off to a fine start, especially the Spanish. And as we saw in the other two races, the Portuguese have a cracking start, but they don't yet have the stamina, something to work on maybe. Well, this was a great race because it changed hands 2 or 3 times. 5 boats in it at this stage. And they're quite a light pair, so they just kept going.
A close third for the Spanish here in front of the Portuguese actually, and also in front of the FUKSA brothers.
3 minutes to start. 360, 2 minutes, 500 meters, final aid. 3 minutes to start. Please come to the starting area.
Let's see what the time's going to be.
41.
1:41.
Pretty much the same time like the girls K2.
Well, 0.2 of a second back, and then it was all within half a second the top 3, which is a great result there. So IANCHUK, MISHCHUK for Ukraine take the gold medal, BRENDEL, VANDREY for Germany take the silver, and PEDRERO and BERNARDEZ take the bronze for Spain, with Portugal just missing out these times, and the FUKSAs with 1.5 seconds. They have some work to do, but this is the first time internationally that together wants to get on with it. There's a cracking race there, but finally at the end of the day the Ukrainians just came home by 0.2 of a second ahead of BRENDEL and VANDREY, who were closing up really quickly, so they have some good finishing speed.
Senhoras e senhores, apresentamos os medalhados da C-2 500 metros masculinos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present the medalists for the men's C-2 500 meter event.
As medalhas serão entregues por Tomasz Konicko, vice-presidente da Federação Internacional de Canoagem, e por Yuri Shaban, bicampeão olímpico, team leader da Ucrânia.
The medals will be presented by Tomasz Konicko, Vice President of the International Canoe Federation, accompanied by Yuri Shaban, team leader of Ukraine.
E os medalhados de bronze são...
The bronze medalists representing Spain, Hugo PEDRERO and Alex Bernardez.
Well done, they had a fast finish as well. They looked exhausted when they came across the line. It was only about 10 minutes ago.
E os medalhados de prata.
The silver medalists representing Germany, Sebastian Brendel and Jan-Vandrey.
Well done. It's the first year last year that they stepped up together in the boat.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks later
They
they
raced
decided
Olympics.
Well, they were Olympic champions, weren't they?
Yeah.
Both big guys. Sebastian a bit heavier. Tomasz Konicko giving out the end, obviously. Yuri Shaban, the double Olympic champion.
E os medalhados de ouro e vencedores da Taça do Mundo.
The gold medalists and World Cup winners representing Ukraine, Dmytro IANCHUK and Taras MISHCHUK.
Well, good cheers there. They're quite vocal as supporters. So Ukraine have picked up a load of medals this weekend. Olympic medalists as well. So we have 2 of the Olympic medalists back on the...
A strong field here.
Yeah. They're going to be happy.
Some Ukrainian supporters.
Por favor, levantem-se para escutar o hino nacional da Ucrânia.
Please rise for the national anthem of Ukraine.
Well done all the
Vosso aplauso aos
athletes.
medalhados
Ukraine
da Taça
take
do
the
Mundo
top honour.
2017.
Give a warm round of applause to the 2017 World Cup
Two
medalists.
more events to go on the live programme. On the live feed, we're still going to have the 5,000 metres new format later this afternoon. It's where normally